YouTube, what's going on, baby? Two Tone Sports here. We are starting the series of NFL mock drafts, single team mock drafts. We will be doing 3 round picks. Little background, I have a couple friends. I am from the New Jersey area, so I'm going to call in some friends here. This one is going to be my boy Duffy. He actually is a football coach at one of the local colleges. I cannot share which, and we're leaving his first name at that. But with that being said, we're going to jump into the New York Jets 3 round mock draft. You're going to hear a live discussion with him over what does he think they do with the QB situation. What do they do with their 3 picks here? It could be a quick video if they do a big trade. Who knows? But we're going to jump into it. If you guys want to be a fan and you guys want to do a 3 round mock draft with me, hop on the phone, maybe hop on Discord, share some screens here. Put it in the comments, man. I would love to get involved with the community. Would love to do it. So, that being said, please leave it down in the comments on what you're up for. I'll do the team multiple times. Let's get more involved here. So please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, baby. Showing love is free on YouTube. So we're gonna give my boy a call right now, and we're gonna cut back to you, and we're gonna do a 3 round mock draft. All right, YouTube, we are on the phone with my boy Duff here. I have it held up so he can see the mock draft. So I have myself muted so I can talk to you guys. So we are here with my boy Duff. Duff, how you doing today? I'm doing great, man. Doing great. Doing the 3 round mock draft for the Jets, your favorite team. What are we thinking of the QB situation? Let me hit this. Let me start this draft here. It's gonna run through a couple picks. That was interesting. Will Levis off the board pretty high. We're gonna assume at this point, yeah, I would say this is all right. So we got Jalen Carter 1, Will Levis going 2. I think that's gonna be young, whatever. Wilson's off the board. Bryce Young's off the board. Anthony Richardson's off the board. I okay. It's so I don't disagree. Seven's a little high. I have him probably going around 9 sometimes on a reach to the Panthers. And then I have him sometimes going down to the Bucks. I even have him falling as far as the Saints down here. So, what are we thinking of the QB situation? Who do you guys sign? Do you guys get Carr? I know he's visiting the Saints. Do you guys get Garoppolo? Do you guys make a massive trade for Rodgers? What are we thinking? I would agree that Lamar's off the table. Um, Problem with Rodgers is you're gonna have to give up a lot. I do have some mock drafts of that happening. I have a mock draft of Lamar actually. But I realistically either see you guys sticking with what you got, maybe Garoppolo, maybe. Um, so at pick 13, what position we looking at here? Unfortunately, the 2 picks before you were Skoronski and Paris Johnson. What position we looking at here? I got tackles up here right now. So let's tackle. And let me go back to tackle here. No Broderick? You're not a big fan of Broderick?
No.
Okay. Um, so we want what? Safety and
And linebacker, let's see those guys.
so pretty much safeties. You still got Brian Branch and Johnson on the board, and linebacker we have pretty much everybody on the board. Trenton Simpson, Drew Sanders, Noah Sewell down there.
Yeah, I think they just take best available. I think that's safety right now. So it's kind of one of those weird points in the draft where it's like,
You
they
like
have all. Again, most people know what the problem is with the Jets, and there's no quarterback worth taking at that point. Obviously, all the big ones are gone at that point. So yeah, gotta go safety.
you want Branch or Johnson?
Branch.
All right. Going Branch, I like him. He's going to be able to play the pass very well. He's coming out of Bama. Bama safeties kind of tend to fare well. So we're back on the board here at 43. Um, best available. We got another safety here. We got Darnell Wright. We got Keely Ringo at corner. Um, let's check out the linebacker here. You want look? What do you want to look at here? What position are you thinking?
Linebacker.
All right, linebackers here. Jack Campbell, Noah Sewell, Henley out of Washington State.
All right, bring back to offensive line.
Okay, we're gonna go over tackle here. I do like Darnell Wright out of Tennessee. He's a big boy. Dwan Jones is massive. A little bit, could be a little reach here though.
Um, yeah, like it really the tackles all depend on whether Mekhi Becton actually freaking plays.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I keep drafting you guys a tackle because I just can't keep relying on him to actually get on the field.
Yeah.
And if he does, is he going to play a full season? Like that's the big thing here in bringing in a vet QB, which we're all assuming happens in some sort of form.
You can bring in it's like best available offensive line at that.
Yep.
Just because Elijah Vera Tucker is versatile enough where he can you want to play him at guard, but if you need to, you can play him at tackle, and he can be really good at it. So
Best available is Darnell Wright at this point.
It's best available alignment at this point.
All right, Darnell Wright. I actually think he's going to be a good tackle coming out. I mean, it's definitely a good pick with Becton, so
Yeah.
you can't really rely on him. So now we're in the third round, pick 74. At this point, we got some. Ooh, Tank Bigsby. That's interesting. Not that you guys need. What do you call it? You got Cedric Tillman. What position we looking at here? Wow, Dwan Jones is here still. I think that's accurate. You got Noah Sewell on the board out of Oregon.
Yeah, that's it's in the genes right there. It's definitely in the genes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Um, yeah, I don't think they could go wrong. But, to me, drafting a linebacker is like drafting a running back. You can get a ton of upside in these later rounds. This isn't even that late, it's round 3, but you can get a ton of really good players at this spot at linebacker. Yeah, I'd be good with Sewell.
I don't. They have him ranked number 90 in their draft. I think he's higher than that. I got to be honest. I think he just plays a little bit better. I think he's got to get a little bit more size. So you're good with going Sewell in the third. I think that's a fair play. I think that's good value for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, went Noah Sewell in the third. So this is gonna actually wrap up the draft here. If it's gonna. Wow, San Fran has 2 compensation picks at the end of the third.
Yeah, who's that from?
That's a good question. So
Maybe they're just anticipating loss.
yeah, that's not bad. I would definitely give Sewell a higher grade than C plus here, but that's pretty cool. Brian Branch first. We got depth at tackle here. Can't really rely on Becton, Darnell White, right? Sorry, and then we got Noah Sewell.
And honestly, even with Darnell Wright,
You can always these college tackles realistically you can always kind of kick into guard.
You can always direct to guard.
Yeah, it's you can't move guard to tackle. That's very rare. But these college tackles, you can always kick into guard.
Yeah, you look at Eric Flowers. Eric Flowers had a resurgence playing guard.
Yeah, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Well, Duff, I'll talk to you in a little bit, man. This was fun. So let me wrap this one up, and I'll get back to you.
All right. Thanks for having me.
No problem. All right, guys, that is my boy Duffy. Like I said, he is a coach. He knows a lot about this stuff. I do agree with him. At that point, it's a little bit of a reach. If they stick with Wilson, they stick with White. Who knows? I don't know what Joe Flacco's situation is there. But if they stick with him, I agree with him. At 13, the way this draft panned out, the only one I realistically see still on the board at 13 is probably Anthony Richardson. Do they go with him? They already took Zach Wilson much higher. I think if they do go, they're gonna go a veteran QB route. If that's the case, they like Brian Branch here. I don't disagree with him. He's versatile. He's gonna be all over the field. You got Darnell Wright at the tackle position in depth with Mekhi Becton. I think that's a great pick for the second round. Then you're going Noah Sewell in the third. I grade that an A as well. I mean, Noah Sewell's still on the board in the third. Shocking because I have him going in the first round in some of my mocks. I think realistically it is a reach on the first round, but here we got a third round here. Noah Sewell, I think he's going to be a starter. He's going to be serviceable for sure. Realistically, he's probably second round talent. Um, and yeah, there it is. We're going to wrap up the New York Jets mock draft. My boy doesn't make a trade. He likes how the team's looking. The defense looks good. He goes 2 picks in the first 3 rounds in defense. Gets the tackle here. Says they're probably going to go veteran in the QB route. I love it. So thank you once again. If you want to hop on one of these, I would like to set up some Discord or to get a person's face on the other side of it. I just called him out of the blue real quick. I knew he would answer the phone. So that being said, thank you for watching. New York Jets, I wish you guys the best of luck next year. I will be going to some games. Like I said, I'm in the area. So, best of luck next year to New York Jets.